All right, so for everyone watching out there, Nick called in the show on Tuesday, our last episode, and he had some questions for Lola about pretty much this girl he was not I don't know what the
In the
relationship
in-between stage,
in the
maybe?
in-between stage. So he tried to pick a Lola's brain to see if she had any insight from the perspective of a woman.
Of a female like myself.
So let's go ahead, and now that we have Emily, let's go ahead and ask her some questions. So Emily, how you doing?
I'm okay.
So from what we understand, you and Nicholas are not together right now as in boyfriend, girlfriend. You're both single, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you guys friends?
Yes.
Okay.
How long have you been friends for?
I want to say, when did we meet? Like, what, last year?
I think it was like December last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys
So,
meet in school?
No.
We met through, like, friends, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So Emily, the big question is, at any point in your guys' relationship, knowing each other, were you leading him on in kind of giving him the idea that you wanted to be something more than friends? Were you ever sending that signal to him?
You can be honest, Emily.
Personally, if I didn't catch myself. I might have a few times. I know I did, the other night when we, were hanging out, but other than that, no.
Kind of sending them mixed signals, you mean?
I think so, probably.
So, in the future, just so we can clear things up, what do you want to happen between you and Nick? Where do you want this relationship to go? Do you want to stay friends, or do you possibly want to do something more?
Just friends.
Okay.
All right. So see, whenever it comes to like any relationship, it needs to be like, you need to know what the relationship is. Because especially for teenage guys, kind of keeping them in that gray area turns them into crazy older guys. And then there's no hope from then on.
All right, so on Nick's perspective, Nick, are you okay remaining just friends with Emily, or would you prefer to kind of begin dating her and taking your relationship to the next level?
Well, I mean, I would prefer it, but if she doesn't seem interested, I guess there's not much I can do.
All right, so let's figure this out. Emily, what is it about Nick that you are so focused on just remaining friends? What is it about him that keeps you from being someone that you want to date?
Like, what keeps me from wanting to go out with him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like why are you only viewing him as just a friend, and what's stopping you from saying, okay, he's a nice guy, I like his company, I enjoy hanging out with him, maybe I want to be his girlfriend?
Well, he's kind of shy and really mousy. No offense, Nick. But, I mean, I don't know. It was just the fact that he's so shy and seems to be so nervous all the time. It kind of, I don't know, made me think that it's not gonna work.
But I guess you could take that as a compliment. I mean, if he's nervous around you, then that may be, I mean, of course, if it's part of his personality, it's probably not all that great. But so if he corrects this issue with being nervous, and if he finally becomes more comfortable in social situations and especially around you, is there a chance that you and Nick could end up being more than friends in your mind?
Probably not, only because I've already established that he's already just a friend. And it's just kind of my mindset.
Let me ask you this. Not only with Nick, and I already asked if you were kind of sending him mixed signals, but have you ever kind of noticed that a guy likes you, so you might kind of flirt with them, not in the interest of getting a boyfriend or having a intimate relationship with him, but in the sense that, all right, if I can get this guy to like me, then that's going to make me feel a little bit better about myself. Did you ever do that? Not only with Nick, but with anyone in your life?
Yeah, a few times. But
See, it's just the natural girl way.
Do girls do that in general, Emily?
Pretty much, yeah.
So what Lola and Emily, what is it about having a guy like you? I mean, what feeling attracts you so much, and what entices you so much?
It's not like I do it on the reg, but I mean, if you're like feeling a little down on yourself or whatever, like knowing that someone out there like likes you, then it's kind of like a confidence booster. Not saying to lead him on or anything, but I mean, the attention's nice. Can't lie. Can't lie.
Is that the same way you feel, Emily?
Slightly, yeah.
So do you think that any of these ideas about, just enjoying the attention, enjoying the fact that someone likes you because, hey, if someone likes you, there has to be something good about you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how much of that came out in your relationship with Nicholas?
Probably more than I intended to.
So you're aware of the fact that you're kind of sending him mixed signals, and from his perspective, he might have seen things a little bit different?
Yeah, I'm starting to become aware of the things that I've done that have probably given him the wrong message.
All right. And before I let you go, let me ask you this. One last question. In your ideal, perfect guy, what are you looking for? What qualities do you want to be able to say, okay, if a guy has these qualities, then that's the person I want to end up with for the rest of my life?
The qualities I like in a guy. I prefer funny guys who are really outgoing, have a high standard of themselves, think a lot about, that they don't think lowly of themselves. They listen to me as opposed to, telling me I'm wrong or stupid. And guys who are really smart.
So it seems, does Nick not fit into a lot of those categories?
He fits into several.
It's just certain aspects in the fact that you already established your friends. It's hard to kind of switch things up now after so long.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nick, Emily, I have nothing else to say. What about you?
I think this was a good thing. You guys, it's good to when, especially in high school, and you have those relationships where you kind of question, you're like, what did I do wrong? Or, what happened? I think it was a good learning experience.
What about you, Nick?
Are you okay, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is this just
Okay,
all bad news
awesome.
for you?
Well, I've heard it before, so.
Well, take it and, do whatever you can with it. I mean, if you take it positively, maybe, there'll be another girl that might find interest in you.
And I said this in my, I think I said it on the last podcast, but it really relates to what's going on here. Whenever I started making videos, and I don't even know if Emily knows this, but I make YouTube videos, people at the beginning were leaving bad comments and saying my quality was really bad and I needed to teach differently. And a lot of people, whenever they first post videos, they take that criticism and they're like, oh, this sucks, I'm just going to stop making videos, or they get any harsh criticism and they just stop what they're doing. But what I did is I said, okay, if you say my microphone is bad quality, then I'm going to take that as a positive and say, okay, I need to get a better microphone. So I think that although it kind of sucks right now that I'm assuming that you like Emily more than a friend, and she's saying, maybe you're not as outgoing or all this, then maybe the next girl you come across, you can say, okay, I'm going to go up to her and I'm going to be outgoing and I'm going to fix all these problems, and it'll just make you a better person. So I'll work on my YouTube channel and you can work on your relationships. How's that sound?
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, you worked on your channel and, eventually it came out all right, but it feels like no matter what I do, it doesn't feel like any result is going to appear.
That's not that's tough. I mean, I can see, especially if I don't know, if you're a teenager, you get kind of down on yourself, but that's not how it is right now. Isn't how it's always going to be. People say that people don't change, but I think people change a lot.
Take it as a challenge.
Yeah.
Say, right now, Emily's saying that there's no way she would ever be interested in me. I'll take that as a challenge. I'm like, you know what? I bet I can change
I'm
your
going to
mind.
make Emily like me.
Yeah. It's all in your hands now, Nick. I have faith in you.
I do too.
But I know the feeling where you're saying, okay, I have this goal, and I tried reaching it. I tried going down this path and this path and this path, and nothing's working. So it's kind of a frustrating feeling. So, I don't know. I know what you're feeling, but at the same time, I don't know. Keep your head held high, and hopefully things work out for the better.
Follow your heart.
Just follow your heart.
All right.
Well, anyways, thank you guys for calling. It was very interesting.
Thanks for accepting this offer.
Yep,
this
thanks.
whole call was pretty awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks,
Bye,
Nick.
Emily.
Thank you, Emily. Bye.
Bye.